Are you the type that gets paid before the 5th of any month but gets broke by the 15th of the same month? Do you desire to have financial freedom? Do you want to be able to afford anything without emptying your accounts? Do you wish to be able to be financially stable and be able to travel the world? Well, this video is for you. Welcome back to Legacy Markets here on Legacy TV. Today we're talking about money, the one thing that controls our lives, and it's about time you controlled it. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll show you how to create a budget that actually works using the 50/30/20 rule. Let's dive in. First of all, what is budgeting? Budgeting is just telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it disappeared to. Someone might ask why budgeting matters. Well, if you want to become a billionaire by age 40, it should matter to you. Also, it helps you avoid overspending and debt, save for emergencies and future goals, and makes you live stress-free knowing you're financially secure. Quick question, how many of you have ever felt broke despite earning money? It's always like your account is a stopover for money. As soon as it comes, it leaves. Keep watching this video if you want to fix that. Now, the proven way to fix anyone's financial life is the 50/30/20 budgeting rule. This has been used by many people all over the world, and it has been proven to be working just fine. The following is a breakdown of the 50/30/20 rule on your income, especially if you're on a salary. 50% of your salary should go to needs. Needs are the essential things required for survival, stability, and basic well-being. Rent, food, clothes, transport, and essential utility bills. 30% should be for wants. Wants are things we spend money on that are not essential for survival, but enhance our lives in terms of comfort, enjoyment, or entertainment. They differ from needs, which are necessary expenses like food, housing, and healthcare. Wants are like a Netflix subscription, eating out at your favorite restaurant instead of cooking at home, entertainment, which basically could be for socializing while drinking in order to increase your social capital. We will talk about building your social capital later on. Or having fun at Naivasha Safari Rally event. Enjoying requires you to spend, but it's not necessary. 20% of your savings should go to savings and investments. Savings refer to money set aside for future use rather than spent immediately. This is usually kept in secure accounts to ensure easy access in times of need. Examples include bank savings accounts, M-Pesa savings, and fixed deposit accounts. The purpose of savings is to create an emergency fund, plan for future purchases, and ensure short-term financial security. Investments, on the other hand, involve putting money into assets or ventures with the expectation of growing wealth over time. This often comes with some level of risk but can lead to financial growth. Examples include investing in stocks, SACCOs, real estate, treasury bonds, and cryptocurrencies. The purpose of investing is to build wealth, generate passive income, and achieve long-term financial growth and freedom, allowing you to be your own boss after retiring early. Think of it as a diet. If you eat too much junk, which represents wants, your financial health suffers. You need a balance. So, how do we apply the 50/30/20 budgeting rule in real life in order to avoid making our emergencies other people's crises? Let's say you earn a net salary of 50,000 shillings per month. Net salary refers to the amount of money an employee takes home after all deductions have been subtracted from their gross salary. It's the actual amount deposited into your account after taxes, benefits, and other deductions are applied. This is the money that hits your account after the heavy taxations by your corrupt government. Anyways, I digress. If you earn a net salary of 50,000 shillings, then your needs should be 50% of 50,000, which is 25,000 shillings. This implies that 25,000 should cover your rent, food, bus fare, and utilities payments. Since needs include multiple expenses, it is recommended that you spend 30 to 35% of your income on rent to avoid financial strain. Recommended rent for a 50,000 shillings income, 15,000 to 17,500 shillings. This implies that the 15,000 for rent should come from the 50% of your income allocated for needs. Whatever the amount you're earning, never let your rent go past 30 to 35% of your income. So if you subtract 15,000 from 25,000, you get 10,000, which is supposed to be for food, bus fare, and utilities payment like power and water. You can reduce your rent in order to adjust other basic needs costs accordingly. With a salary of 50,000, wants will be at 15,000 shillings. This is the money for fun, subscriptions, shopping for new clothes and home appliances and items. A 20% savings when you earn 50,000 shillings will ensure you're saving 10,000 shillings per month. This is the money that is meant for emergency fund investments and to cushion you during rainy days. In a whole year that is 120,000 shillings. If that is saved in a SACO, it will definitely be higher depending on the SACO's percentage on ROI, which are primarily through dividends and interest on savings. ROI simply means return on investment. Before we summarize, take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and share it with your friends so that you can grow together. The following are the common mistakes and how to avoid them during budgeting. Mistake number 1. Not tracking expenses. Failure to track your money implies that money will disappear, and you will be left not knowing what made you spend a lot of cash, whether it was a need, a want, or luxury, or if you just can't remember. To avoid that, follow the 50/30/20 rule and track your expenses keenly. Overestimating your wants happens when you prioritize unnecessary expenses over essential needs, thinking you can afford more than you actually can. This can lead to financial strain, debt, or missed savings opportunities. One financial rule in life is to live within your means and also never live to impress the masses. This will save you from a lot of financial bad decisions that could possibly lead to financial struggles. Avoid spending money that you don't have. Avoid taking salary advances or overdrafts that plunge you into a vicious circle of debts. How to avoid overestimating wants? Set realistic budgets by following the 50/30/20 rule to keep wants at 30% of your income. Differentiate needs versus wants by asking yourself if the purchase is essential or just a desire. Track spending using apps or spreadsheets to monitor purchases. Delay gratification by waiting before making big purchases to avoid impulse buying. Not saving consistently means you have no financial security. Not saving consistently leads to financial insecurity because it leaves you vulnerable to unexpected expenses, emergencies, and future financial obligations. When you don't make saving a habit, you risk living paycheck to paycheck, struggling with debt, and missing out on investment opportunities. Would you rather cut back now or struggle later? The choice is yours. Always remember that budgeting is about financial freedom, not restriction. Start today and take control. What's the hardest thing about saving money? Money saved is money earned. Subscribe for more finance tips and hit the like button. Keep it here on Legacy TV for more money tips exclusively on Legacy Markets.
Legacy TV.
Amazing content.